Hey, how's it going? This is Brando from Fury AI, and in this video, I'm going to talk about Alex Hormozi's input and strategy and framework on how he does cold outreach and cold email for B2B businesses. So if you are an agency, consultant, or service provider and you're trying to book more meetings and close more deals, this video is for you. So with no further ado, let's get right into the video and let's get started. Great, so let's get right into it. We're going to talk about several different things, as you can see here. We're going to talk about what a lead magnet is, why you need it specifically for your cold outreach campaigns, whether it's DMs, whether it's cold emails, whether it's cold calling, whatever you want, it's the same thing. And then we're going to talk about scraping, how to actually scrape, where to scrape your leads, personalization, its importance, what softwares to use, follow-up, touch base on a couple things when it comes to follow-up, and then sending the, what softwares also to use there. By the way, all these strategies I got from Alex Hormozi. I use them for my own agency, Brandlix Media. We book anywhere between 30, 40, 50, up to 70 calls per month, depending on the months, of course. And so I'm going to tell you exactly what I do for my agency, and also at the same time what Alex Hormozi is teaching, which is what I follow like Bible, to be honest. So let's talk about lead magnets and why they are so important. Okay, so first of all, what is a lead magnet? A lead magnet is something that you offer for free. There's different types of lead magnets. You can offer a free trial, that's a lead magnet. You can offer something of value for free, in exchange for a call, in exchange for nothing, right? So there's many different things, and typically how Alex Hormozi describes this is that Hormozi says provide something for free that people would normally charge for. And let's think about that, right? If somebody doesn't know you, right, and you are reaching out to them and they have no idea who you are, they don't know your company, they don't know what you do, who you serve, what services you offer, what is your offer, they have no idea who you are, why should they even bother listening to you and bother reading your email? So this is why the lead magnet is so important, and why within the lead magnet, if you offer something of high perceived value that people would normally pay for, then that is a perfect idea and concept of what a lead magnet should do and its purpose, right? The only purpose of the lead magnet is to get the prospect to trust you so that you can slowly build more authority and eventually ask for whatever you need to ask for, whether it's a call to action like a call, or whatever it is you're offering as a service. Okay, typically if you're watching this video, you're probably in the B2B space, and you're probably looking for calls, right? Maybe SaaS, perhaps a free trial. So a lead magnet is extremely valuable, especially if you are doing cold outreach. Okay, so once again, as I say here, lead with value. With cold outreach, people have no idea who you are, and create a hot lead magnet or something people really want, and once again provide something for free that people would normally charge for. This is extremely valuable. And you know how you have your follow-up sequences, first email or first DM, second, third. You want to offer your lead magnets in the first email so that you catch their attention and they're actually willing, the prospect is willing to listen and hear you out. Okay, so this is lead magnet, and something that Alex Hormozi really stresses on, and I use it for my own outreach, and it works really, really well. So let's actually talk about an example very quickly before I move on to scraping. An example for me is like I have a Brandlix Media is an e-commerce marketing agency. There's two lead magnets that have really been working well for me. One is offering a free trial, and I basically say we will run your ads and produce your UGC creatives, your content, and you can get started for free. And so we're confident about our service, so we're willing to offer a trial, because we know that if the customer comes on board, we're 90% of the time they're just going to stick with us. So we just offer a trial, and that's kind of like the perceived value, because not many companies are actually doing that. Another thing that I offered as a kind of a lead magnet is I scraped 100 of the best UGC creators in the beauty niche, and I basically asked the client if they wanted access to these 100 top candidates, which actually took us some time internally within the team. It took us time to scrape them, to pre-qualify them, to vet them, to make sure that they were specialized in the beauty industry. And so we essentially told the prospect, Do you want access to 100 vetted and pre-qualified UGC professional content creators within the beauty niche, and they were, a cosmetics or beauty company, so it was in the same industry? And so that was my lead magnet, and it worked really, really well. Okay, so I just wanted to touch base on that. Scraping: use software, people, or buy leads. Alex Hormozi really talks about this. It does, like, you can use all three works. And Hormozi specifically says to try all three until you find the source that provides the most and highest quality leads. Once you find it, go all in on that source until it doesn't work for you anymore. These are kind of like his words exactly. And so I personally, for my own e-commerce agency, I like to buy leads, even if it's not like the cheapest option, if I have to be honest. But it's worth it for me because it saves me a lot of time, and also the quality of my lead provider is extremely high. So once again, if you try software yourself and you are just not getting, you're just reaching out to the wrong, like you're receiving replies saying, oh, I'm not an e-commerce company, I actually do, I'm a dentist, right? Or like if you notice that your leads are just not who you want to target, then make sure to maybe switch software, invest into softwares, and invest into different types of software so that you can try the lead sourcing yourself and see if it's the right fit for you. It's not a given that this is, software is going to be your answer. It is for me, it is for others, but it doesn't mean it's going to be for you. People, what I say by people is that one other way to do it, if you don't have maybe the money for the software, because they can be expensive, like $300, $400, $500, $600 a month or more, even thousands of dollars per month, you can just hire people or just manually scrape them. You can do it yourself. If you don't have the capital and you have more time than money, or you can just hire perhaps a $3 per hour VA that can actually go and scrape leads for you. Give a criteria, they follow the criteria, and that's how you can generate some leads. And once again, I just prefer to buy leads. It's better for me. Okay, next thing, and this is super, super duper important. Now, think about what your competitors do, or most of your competitors do. If you think about it, and if you also just open your inbox, you probably receive 1,000 pitches a month, right? I receive like a dozen a day at least. And the common theme is that there's no personalization other than like name and company name, which, by the way, we're in 2023, almost 2024, everybody knows that everybody's able to just personalize the first name and the company name and maybe even the industry. So there's nothing special about that part, right? So we want to make sure that we're tailoring the message to the prospect so that there's a higher chance, right? As I see here, Hormozi mentions that personalization is the key to get replies and work more opportunities, right? Whether it's sales or booking meetings, right? Either create a team to personalize your message or use software to personalize emails at scale, or emails or DMs or whatever. So what I'm saying here is that you either go the old-fashioned way and you systematize a process where you can write super personalized email or DM or whatever by creating a team, or you use software if you have the resources, if you even feel that there are softwares out there that are fit based on what you want to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is bring you through a couple of things. By the way, this is directly from Alex Hormozi's course, right? And I want to mention this word by word because I want you to hear it from him. So he says, the perfect combination for maximum leads is max personalization with maximum volume. So the ideal thing is that you maximum the level of personalization and you maximum the level of volume. Maximize the level of volume. Typically, what a lot of companies do, and it's very understandable, is that you can either maximize volume and just go for volume and know that there's going to be a lower reply rate, but your volume is so high and so strong that you're still gonna fill up your calendars. Or you go with the personalization approach where your volume is low but your personalization is high, and so you get a lot more replies, and so vice versa. And if you can do both at the same time, this is when you really can master and like fill up your calendars like there's no tomorrow, essentially. And so this is actually the exact same strategy that I use. I don't like to do just volume, I don't like to do just personalization, I like to do both at the same time. And I've actually built a software myself that helps me do it for my agency, complete on autopilot. Now, I'm not going to rant about it. I don't care if you use my software or not, but I feel obligated to tell you that this is one tool that has really changed my life. So this is a cold email, okay? And as you can see here, this is a personalized Loom video that I filmed for my prospect. Now, the only differentiating factor of what you're seeing here compared to what everybody else does is that, let me show you, this first line is a personalized first line that has been automatically generated by the software that I built, which is called Fury AI. I'm going to show you in just a second. So I plugged a lead sheet. It's a very simple process. I'm going to show you in just a second, but long story short, you upload a lead sheet to Fury, and Fury spits out the same exact lead sheet, but with more information, so that you can leverage more information in terms of like personalization aspects. For example, the first line. So I'm able to personalize the email by creating a fully customized and personalized first line or icebreaker to the prospect. So as I say here, it's impressive to see how Evoke, the brand, is making health more human. I'm excited to learn more about the journey and how you can help you reach your goals. So this first line is personalized, which increases reply rate. One other thing here that you probably noticed is that you probably are thinking that I recorded and pre-recorded this video or actually spent time recording the video for the prospect, but everything that you see here, including this thumbnail, is completely AI generated. So once again, this is the perfect example of like doing volume, because I can, you know, do as much volume as I can and at the same time personalizing the message. And let me see here. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. So let me actually show you how this works. This is the tool, Fury. It's extremely cheap. It's only 6 to 7 cents per lead. And with 6 to 7 cents per lead, you can generate a personalized email, thumbnail, landing page, and Loom video. And then you can plug all the data into Instantly. And this is where, you know, how the pitch ends up being. What happens here is that when people click on this thumbnail, right, as it says here, let me explain how, click on the video, it redirects them to their own landing page, which is even crazier. And as I told you, this is entirely AI generated, this entire video. This is like my pitch over here. Hey there, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And what the AI does is that this background that you see is it's AI placed. So this is the prospect's website, and the AI puts the prospect's website as the background, which makes the entire process so personalized. Not even to mention that the entire page is completely personalized to Theresa, which is the lead in this case, and the entire landing page here. So I'm not going to go through the entire process now, but I just wanted to show you that there are tools, including mine, out there that allow you to do both personalization and scale, right? All you have to do is upload the lead sheet to the software, and the software will spit out the same exact leads, but with more information, which you can then plug and play into like softwares like Instantly or Lemlist, or, you know, there's many out there. Okay, so let me just move on here just very quickly. Follow-up. Alex Hormozi really stresses a lot on follow-up, because, you know, the money is in the follow-up. I'm sure that you've heard that saying before. Follow up with value, not just to follow up. There's nothing worse, by the way, guys, and gals, when you just follow up for the sake of following up. That's when you get your prospects really start ghosting you. What I do for my own agency is that I follow up with value. So if I shared a lead magnet in the first email, I want to share maybe a valuable, let's just say that we're in the e-commerce space, maybe a valuable case study specific to their industry, and say, here's a free case study that I recorded for you that goes exactly through the process of how we scale the brand from 50K to 500K per month in a year, or something like that. So like something of value, so that the prospect can actually open up the email, is interested, and understands your process and how you work and the type of value that you could provide for them, right? Without even asking for money yet, right? So once again, follow up with value, and I can assure you that your prospects will you will increase the perceived value that your prospects have of you, if that even makes sense. I'm sure you got my point. So let me see here. A follow-up should be seen as the opportunity to offer more value until the prospects realize what they might be losing on. So this is a great opportunity to do that. And once again, why is follow-up important? It's also important because it's a way to create an urge of FOMO, fear of missing out. Essentially, they should be asking, like, why would someone follow up so many times if it wasn't so important, right? And these words come from Alex Hormozi himself. And so if you think about it, if somebody follows up on LinkedIn, on email, on DMs, right, all over the place, and the prospect is seeing all these messages, he probably is thinking eventually, if it's not today, it's tomorrow, why is this person sending me so many emails and messages? If he is, or if she is, it's probably because it's important. So this is also a way, like following up with value and within the right framework. It's also a way of like creating this FOMO effect. Okay. Last thing here before I wrap it up, sending, right? Automate the sending using software and scale. You can do it manually, but if you want to do the personalization, probably you can do it manually. But if you want to do the volume with the personalization, you need to use softwares on both ends. Software for the personalization and software for the volume. In terms of volume for cold email, since that's how I get most of my meetings, I try to do it with Instantly. Okay, Instantly is great, and it's a tool that allows you to send, you probably know it if you're watching this video, it's a tool that allows you to send thousands and thousands of cold emails every single day, and you can personalize it and use multiple tools with it. Okay, so this is to wrap it up. Once again, lead magnet, scraping, personalization, following up, and sending with with an automation with the software. These are the key takeaways that I've learned from Alex Hormozi, and I was able to apply these same principles and apply it for my own agency, and it's been working like wonders. Okay, so with no further ado, I'm done with the video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment below, and nothing else. See you in the next video. Bye.